We're answering your questions, which includes questions about how long bottles are good while they're open, international whiskeys, a few other things that Erin, she's going through the cards too fast. I can't keep up.
I haven't seen these yet. I want to see.
Let's get into it.
Welcome to Stuff and Whiskey. I'm Erin.
I'm Josh, and we are back with another Q&A episode. We like to answer you guys' questions.
Yep.
You leave them down in the comments below. From time to time, we collect those more than we collect bottles of whiskey, actually, for the most part.
I doubt that, but nice thought.
You're probably right. Point being, you guys matter.
Yes.
We appreciate you, and we appreciate the questions you leave in the comments below. Let us know for our next Q&A what questions you would like to see answered, or on any of our videos that you watch.
And now we're going to get into some of your burning questions.
Let's get into it.
I have not seen these, so I will be coming up with my answers on the fly.
There we go.
If I have anything. All right. And these names, y'all.
Yeah, YouTube changed things, and we see with these weird handles.
John Hogreffy, 1437.
That works.
Related to how many bottles question, how many do you recommend having open as a percentage of your capacity?
So this is a piggyback question off of one of our previous Q&As.
Thank you, John,
Give it the old fling.
for your question.
This was a piggyback off of a how many bottles do we have question from a previous Q&A. So as for us, we have over 300 bottles as of the last Q&A. It might be over 350 now.
Good Lord, Josh.
How many do we have open? Almost all of them.
Yeah.
How many do we recommend having open? I guess it depends on your personal preferences and proclivities.
Yeah, I think it's whatever you're comfortable with. I don't think it's going to damage anything to have them all open if you want to drink them all.
Yeah.
And we don't have a ton of like backups of bottles, so a lot of the bottles we have are just one-off. So we want to try them, we want to drink them, so they're open.
Yeah. For me, when I get a new bottle that I'm excited to try, I can't know what it tastes like unless I open it and try it.
Fair.
So that's what I do.
Yeah.
So a lot of our bottles are open. However, I do keep some bottles that are a little bit more special, and I want to open those with other people during special occasions, and that's the thing we do. So I would say out of our 350 bottles, that maybe we've got 35 that aren't open, maybe 10% are not open, the rest are.
And that's not saying the way we do it is the right way, it's just how we live.
How we do.
Yeah.
That's how we do.
So it's whatever you're comfortable with. I think that's the correct answer.
Now, I will say, over time, the more a bottle gets low, air and oxidation will change the way the bottle tastes. Also, your palate day to day will change the way the bottle tastes. Also, over time, if the bottle is exposed to light, which is the most detrimental thing, air may change it for the better, but if it's exposed to light, it could change it for the worse pretty fast. So if you have a bottle that's exposed to light, I probably wouldn't keep it open much more than like 6 months or a year, but...
So maybe drink those a little bit more frequently
if
they're like up on a shelf that, you know, the light from the windows coming through and hitting them.
And it's direct light. So if it's indirect, it's a little bit better. And if it's in a cabinet or another room or something, and I'll just be honest with what we do, like, you know, when you go to the liquor store and they're like, you know what? Let me go to the back and pull something out for you. You know, it feels a little special.
Yeah.
And I try to give guests in our home that same experience. So if somebody's here, I'm like, you know what? Let me go to the back room and grab something a little special for you.
Yeah. So we keep a lot of our more everyday drinker whiskey in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Where it's easily accessible and you can see it. And then Josh keeps a lot of the special bottles in these cabinets here. Yeah. And also there's a closet that you guys can't see that's over here.
Yeah.
No, you don't keep it in there anymore.
No, there's some floor whiskey in there.
Oh. There is some floor whiskey
we don't have enough space.
In his clothing closet.
We don't have enough space for all the bottles in here. But yeah, we keep the special bottles put away. We bring them out on special occasions. It's just how we do. In that scenario, that whiskey will last 5, 10 more years. It'll last a really long time.
All right. Thank you for your question, but we need to move on.
All right. Let's go.
R. Hayes 458 asks, are you still doing your banana pancake home blend? What other DIY home blends have you tried?
So for the banana pancakes home blend, it is equal parts, 3 ingredients: Old Forester 1910, Woodford Reserve Double Oaked, preferably a really good store pick, but just use the shelfer if that's all you have available, and Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof, preferably a really good Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof, but use whatever you got.
Yep.
Those 3 things tend to go together really well. It was what we kept in our decanter right over there before we replaced it with rare breed because, I don't know. We ran out of the blend.
Yeah.
We haven't done the blend since our last decanter blend of it, but we did do that for a while. Mm-hmm. It's great stuff. It's a really good blend. I would recommend you try it at home if you haven't yet. I think right now we're at a point where we haven't been experimenting with home blends very much.
Yeah. I think it's just the season we're in. We probably will come back to it at some point.
Well, and I've actually been thinking recently, it's funny this question popped up because we have 350 bottles. And we need to do something with those bottles. And it's either give them away or blend with them or something. So I'm actually going to start playing more with blends.
Okay.
But it's not going to be home blends in the sense of taking 3 parts, putting them together. I might be doing like massive blends.
Oh, that could be
to make things
disastrous.
It could absolutely be disastrous. But we have a lot of bottles that we don't drink very often and may never drink very often. So putting them into some blend and seeing if it works out or not. The worst we lose is a few bottles. We might
have plenty more.
We might gain the world.
We might. Thank you for your question. Okay. Raw 0333 333. Yeah, 3 threes. Josh, what are some of your go-to available bourbons? I'm newer and I feel like my preferences align with yours. That might make an interesting video. Also, top picks based on taste profiles. So there's a little tidbit for you.
So this question was included, first off, because it's a great question. I mean, it was directed right at me. But we do have different flavor profiles that we enjoy. And it's something that we try to highlight on the channel during all of our videos. And there's, I like sweet stuff. You like a little bit more earthy. I like sweet, punchy stuff. You like earthy, balanced stuff.
Yeah.
You need to figure out where your flavor profile lands, like what your preferences are. And then you can listen for that specific type of thing. So you know if you like really sweet, punchy stuff, if I like it, you'll probably like it. If you like something and it's earthy and balanced, and that's what you like, then you might like what Aaron likes.
Yeah.
So for
some
raw,
of your go-to available bourbons.
I mean, Rare Breed, Elijah Craig Barrel. Honestly, Elijah Craig Barrel Proof and National Barrel Company single barrel picks are what I go to 90% of the time.
Also, if you can get your hands on a Knob Creek store pick.
A good Knob Creek pick, yeah, that's a good one. I mean, higher proof, punchy, sweet, good flavors, saturated flavors. That's what I like. That's what I go to most of the time when we're not having things for the channel.
Yeah.
But you like different things, you know? You like ryes,
I do.
Everybody's taste is different, just like food or music.
Yep.
But people try to pretend like whiskey is different somehow.
That is,
like
there's an objective truth.
Yeah, there's like a unilateral objective best and worst, and that's just not the case. Like some people like Buffalo Trace, some people like Wild Turkey, some people like both. If you're me, it just depends on what your flavor profile preferences are. So the best thing I can say to do is to try a bunch of stuff. But to directly answer the question, what are some of my favorite go-tos? Any Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, store pick or batch, National Barrel Company, Rare Breed. Those are the things I like.
Yeah. Here. Thank you for your question.
Fling it.
It's so fun. It's my favorite part. I love doing these for that reason. Okay. Mr. Mom 310 asks, do y'all drink Scotch? And if yes, would you do an episode on Scotch?
Shout out to Mr. Mom, by the way, watching, commenting on so many of our videos. We appreciate you. Do we drink Scotch?
Yes, we do. I actually prefer Scotch to bourbon. What? Don't tell anybody.
I would say bourbon's like your 5th in spirits. Number 1, rye. Number 2, peated Scotch. Number 3, unpeated Scotch.
And then Irish. I like Irish.
3 and 4 would be like all international whiskeys.
I like a good
Irish.
International single malt, like
yeah,
any country.
And then
malt.
bourbon would be 5th. Yeah.
So yes, we do. And would we do a Scotch episode? We do have some in our back catalog where we were drinking international whiskeys for a while. What were they called?
Wild Card Wednesdays.
Wild Card Wednesdays. Yep. So if you want to scroll back down our video list and see any of them that are called, were they labeled Wild Card Wednesdays? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And
that's all international whiskeys. Some of it has Scotch, some of it has Irish, a couple have rum. So we have a few of those, several of those.
A lot of international whiskey, some American single malts. there's probably close to a year's worth of content in that one catalog. The reason we stopped doing those is because there's a reason why most YouTube channels that are whiskey related don't put out 4 videos a week. It's a lot of drinking.
Yes.
It's a lot of editing. It's a lot. It's just a lot.
And at that time, when we were doing those videos, we were doing 4 videos a week. That was the 4th one, or that was actually the Wednesday video. And we couldn't keep up with, our bandwidth was just stretched. And so out of the videos we thought to get rid of, that was the one that we cut. I did love doing them, and we still drink international whiskeys off camera. We just don't film it.
I have thought about, because of our Pours Unknown Monday videos, typically they're just bourbons and ryes. I have thought about combining the American bourbons and ryes with the international stuff. Because look, if you guys haven't figured that out yet, the way we do this channel over here is not for max views. It's not for max clicks. It's not for max subscriber count. If you resonate with the content, we know you guys will get on board.
Yeah.
If you don't, we know you won't. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
We're not in it.
We're not for everyone.
We're not playing a numbers game over here. We just want to have fun with the community. And we really enjoy international whiskeys.
I think I like that idea.
So combining the 2 pools together into one could be a lot of fun, because then when we're drawing, we don't know if it's bourbon, rye, international, whatever.
Scotch, rum.
It could be anything.
Yeah.
So if you like that, leave a comment below and let us know.
Let us know if you would be for that idea or against it.
Yeah.
And if you, I vote yes.
Okay.
So if my vote counts for anything, I'm voting yes.
Well, I will be reshuffling the pool soon, so let us know stat.
Okay. Thank you for your question, Mr. Mom.
Hey, real quick. Rye, Scotch, or international whiskey, what's some of your favorite? You love the Penderyn Welsh.
I like Penderyn. I like Ardbeg Oakdale.
Anything Amroot.
What's the Indian single malt? Amroot.
Yep.
And then wasn't there a Welsh single malt that I really liked?
That's the Penderyn.
Penderyn.
You just said.
I don't know the names of them. So Penderyn, Amroot, and Ardbeg Oakdale. Those are the 3 that come to
Pretty
mind.
much any peat of Scotch. I mean, you like Lefroy. You like every peat of Scotch.
Yeah. There are some that I like more than others.
Right. I love Ardbeg Oakdale. I love pretty much all the Speyside. I pretty much love all Scotch, no matter what kind it is. For the most part, I'm a big fan of pretty much all Scotches, peated or unpeated.
Every time we say the word Scotch, I think Scotch,
down in my belly. All right.
Okay, moving on.
Let's move on to the best name in whiskey too.
Ric Flair's hair ass.
Do it right.
I don't know what this is a reference to.
Woo!
Okay. Is that a movie that I haven't seen?
No, he's a wrestler.
Okay. Yeah, don't know that. Sorry.
Do the woo.
No. I have a question for your next Q&A. That's today. Thanks for coming.
You're here right now.
What do you do with the remaining whiskey in the glass or glasses after the show is over? Please tell me you drink it and not pour it out.
Bad news.
Bad news. Sometimes we pour it out.
A lot of times.
Because your girl can't handle it if I drink too much, so I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. We are 40 AF, and we are not trying to wake up feeling bad.
Not trying to feel like crap tomorrow.
So we have our Z-Biotics. Not an ad, but zbiotics.com/stuff. We take our Z-Biotics before we do videos.
So we do batch filming, as I think most of you know, which is probably where that question came from. Yeah. So like we just did a head-to-head, and this is some leftover whiskey. I will probably dump this. Yeah. Josh has some too.
I may drink one of those.
I might have a sip
later in the day.
Yeah, I'll have a sip now.
It's like 5:15 p.m. over here. It'll probably get consumed later in the day.
Yeah,
but
I'm done with this.
A lot of times things do go the way of the drain, and for no other reason than the fact that we just do a lot of content on the channel. We can't drink it all. Now, if it is something really good, then I will save that and I will drink it later. But if it's just something that we already have a bottle of and most of the bottle of, there's not really a reason to save an ounce of something that I could just go buy a replacement of.
Yeah, and we do realize that is coming from a very privileged position. Yeah. But you asked, that's the answer.
Yeah. We'd rather be non-inebriated.
Yes.
We'd rather live to fight another day.
Yeah. And we're 40 AF, as Josh spoke about. Yeah. Okay. Soiner?
Yeah, sure.
Soiner asks, have you ever accidentally broken a bottle or had a big spill during your whiskey adventures? And was it a pricey bottle?
Oh, okay. So we haven't broken a bottle, and I'm so glad I included this question. I mean, I included all the questions we had.
Yeah.
Period. The answer, we have not broken a bottle. I don't think I've ever broken a bottle of whiskey. But I have spilled one, and I forgot about this until this literal moment on camera.
What was it?
When we were doing some crazy big flight on a live stream or something, and I had a host of bottles over here on the side, and I picked up a Jack Daniel's 2020 special release rye.
The cork came out.
By the top.
Yeah.
And the cork, they're loose corks, and that cork came out, and the bottle spilled.
I remember
and that is one of my favorite bottles ever. And it spilled all over this rug down here that you can't see on the screen.
It didn't stain.
It did not stain. It did not stain. Yeah, which I don't know what that means, but we definitely did spill that.
Yeah.
And I almost would have taken a straw to the carpet and sucked that up because I love that whiskey so much. But thankfully, we haven't spilled anything other than that.
Yeah.
Not even a Glen. We haven't broken a Glen.
Oh, you said that. I'm sure we're going to break one now. You just jinxed us. Yeah, I think we've been lucky in that regard.
Yeah.
All right. Two more
questions. Save your whiskey. Treat your bottles with respect.
2 more questions. No, wait. This is the last question. No, second to last. One more. Oh.
Where'd that go?
That sounded like that hit something.
We'll find it later.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Brian Click 7080 asks, do you guys have kids? If so, how do you find time to do a YouTube channel, and how do you keep them out of the collection?
We got a kid. We got full-time jobs. We got life going on.
Our channel.
We got all kinds of stuff going on. So how do we find the time is a big question. But yes, we do have a kid. I have a kid. And she's with us half the time.
She's also my child now, too.
Yeah, she is.
Josh had a child from a previous marriage. Yeah. She's my stepdaughter. She's almost 12. And she's awesome.
Was that the last question?
Yeah, and she's really cool.
We saved the personal stuff for the end. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's the best. She's the best. Mm-hmm. And keeping her out of things is not a problem at all.
Wait, I think by the time this video goes live, she will be 12. So peace out to 12, or cool 12-year-olds.
I said 12.
I know, I said she's almost 12.
I'm thinking ahead.
Yeah.
I'm playing chess. You're playing checkers.
I'm stupid.
Get with it.
Okay.
No, you're not stupid. But yeah, no, we have a kid. We don't have to worry about the booze with her. She's a very chill child.
Yeah, she's great.
Very risk averse. So no worries there. I don't know what advice to give any parents out there who are dealing with kids who are trying to get into their booze. That's I don't have that problem.
We haven't entered that era yet.
And we may never.
But we might. So
given her personality, we may never.
Yeah.
However, how do we find the time? First off, Brian, thank you for always watching, commenting, being in the live streams. Thank you so much. How do we find? I mean, I think a lot of it is in the beginning we were naive enough to be excited about the work involved in creating the channel. So it's a lot of work, but we were really jazzed up, especially me. I was really jazzed up about it.
Because you were like learning video editing,
right?
And it was really exciting.
And then as the naivete declined and I realized how much work goes into it, because it takes many hours. It's a part-time job for sure.
It is.
Not that we look at it like a job, but it's that many hours.
It takes that amount of time.
The learning curve as far as making things very efficient rose.
Also, as the kind of like excitement, naivete as you call it, dwindled, the community grew. And we actually like got to meet you guys.
That's what keeps us going.
And like now it's like, oh, this is like what's keeping us going, because it is a lot of work, but we're having a lot of fun doing it all now.
Which is a perfect plug for our Patreon community down in the video description below.
I didn't even mean to do that.
I'm just saying, it's true. If you want to join in, I mean, that's where we release our barrel picks. We do bonus live stream content. We do all kinds of stuff over there. But get plugged into the Discord over there. We talk whiskey all day long. People are sharing samples, helping people find bottles.
The Discord community is great. We have a really good group of people in there.
I wish they lived locally.
I know.
So that we could hang out.
All of them.
But literally, we have the best community. And that, to me, is definitely...
I will fight someone on that. Yeah.
That makes all the work worth it, to be able to hang out with the people that we get to hang out with through that.
Yeah.
And then, other than that, I mean, a lot of it is just refining video editing. Like, the channel used to take a lot more time. We've refined things over time.
Yeah.
Where it still takes time, but it's all enjoyable because... I mean, and we also do charity stuff over here as well, and every year we focus on that, and that's a big thing that keeps us going.
I think part of that is finding the time, like you said, things taking less time. Yeah. We batch film, like I've previously said, so we film a month's worth of content in one sitting, or a month's worth of
Monday videos.
Monday videos in one sitting, and then the next time we film, we'll maybe film a month's worth of Tuesday videos in one sitting.
Yeah.
So we're not filming one-off videos each night.
And our head-to-heads are split up. So we record 4 times a month. We do a live stream a month, and then we do Patreon live streams and stuff. So we're not drinking all the time. We try to keep our drinking in check, as we previously discussed.
Because we take our AF.
Yeah, we take our Z-Biotics. We really make sure that we're taking care of ourselves and not overdoing it, because this is the type of hobby that it can run away with you.
Yeah.
Run away. It can run away from you. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself. That's the point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. I think that's it.
Yeah. We answered all the questions. I got no more cards.
There's no more cards. Thank you for watching. Anything we didn't cover? Get some shirts over at stuffandwhiskey.com if you'd like. We got all kinds of stuff. We got some new stuff coming soon if it's not already there. Anything else? I think that's it.
Okay, that's it.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Leave questions down there for next time.
Be good to each other, guys. And until next time, cheers.
Cheers. This is going down the drain.